literally back toward the ump. Like, Giants, how do you do that?
The Giants have some weird batting stances.
Rafael Devers with the arm smoosh.
Jung-Hoo Lee. Like, there's some weird, Hunter Pence used to play here. This is weird stuff going on. There's some weird batting stances out there. But I'm into it. Do your thing. Hit the ball. The Giants won. They beat a good team. It was 3-2. And now rinse, repeat. And this is not, I want to be very clear. This is not a criticism. It's a concern. This happens with me and my daughter sometimes. Dad, why are you mad at me? I'm not mad at you, hon. I'm concerned. Okay? Like, that's what a parent does. And in this case, it's what a Giants fan does.
Right. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm not mad. Well, I'm not even, yes, that's a good line. Yeah. But I'm not disappointed in this case either. I'm concerned because I don't understand still today how this is supposed to play out. We're doing this every day. We're going to do it again. What time was it yesterday when that lineup came out? Somewhere in that 4 o'clock area?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. So we're going to do it again today. And it feels like we're going to do this daily roulette wheel of who sits. And that's sort of like campy and fun for now.
Right.
But that's going to wear out. And I think it'll wear the players out. I love some of the stuff that Tony Vitello and Buster Posey did yesterday. I thought they handled it with class. I thought they were front-facing. They didn't hide from any of this. Those are all good things. And then the Giants went out and won a baseball game. But I guess that's my question. How long until this sort of starts wearing people out? Chapman sits. He's not going to want to sit again tonight.
He won't.
Okay? So now everybody thinks it's going to be Adames. Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe it'll be Ramos. Maybe it'll be Devers.
It'll be, I think, Eldridge.
Maybe. Maybe it will be Bryce Eldridge.
Yep.
Which, that's going to disappoint people. We want to see him hit. Yep. I want to see that guy hit.
And fans actually showed up last night to see him play.
Right.
So.
I don't know, man. And I don't know if scoring 3 runs on a damp night at Oracle Park on a Monday suddenly makes all of this make sense. The Giants are still 14-21, and they still now have a glut at a number of positions out there. Casey deserves all the credit in the world, and he did it again. So you ain't sitting that guy. Arise was great last night, both on and off the field. So I don't think you're sitting that guy. So you're sitting somebody, and how long before this starts to bug everybody, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
I guess it depends on how well Bryce Eldridge plays, because if he struggles, and he didn't really struggle last night, whatever, 0 for 2 with a walk, fine. I mean, good debut for the season, but if he ultimately is a guy who does not come up and really carve it up like he did in AAA, well, then you might have a spot where he goes back down, and that's okay, because right now you're 14-21, you need to win games.
Of course. And so, they can play this game. I just don't think you can play this game for very long.
Right.
That's all. And the Giants have to play better. I get all of those sort of idiosyncrasies here. I'm not worried about anybody's feelings. That's not what I'm getting into. It's almost like, you know what the Giants need? They need a fake injury. That's what the Giants need.
A fake injury.
They need a fake injury.
Man.
Yeah. That happens.
I mean, yeah.
And I think you know what I mean.
But who would you try to, designate as the fake injury right now?
Boy.
Adames wouldn't do that. And, he's kind of the clubhouse leader.
And I'm joking.
I know.
But also.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
To kind of clear the way.
There's a game every day. So now we're going to do this every day. I don't know. How does this play in the clubhouse? How does this play with all of you? 888-957-9570. This is you got big money players, and I guess this is what we're doing now. We'll come in here every single day on 95.7 The Game and play a game of who sits tonight. All right. We can do that for a little while. I think the novelty is going to wear off. It's sort of fun now because you're excited to see Bryce Eldridge, but also fans are mad at the Giants. So it's like, yeah, Adames, you're not too big to sit.
Right.
You take it. Devers, yeah, you're not too big to sit. You take a turn. All right. They all took a turn. Let's say they all took a turn. Chapman last night, Adames tonight, and Devers tomorrow. They all took a turn. Okay, now what are we doing on Friday? What are we doing on Saturday? What are we doing on Sunday? Are we doing it again? Oof. This just feels to me like you can play this game for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then if you're not winning buckets of ball games, I think that you have a problem. That's what I think.
Yes, and I mean, based on the reality of a season, though, you probably will get somebody with a little bit of an ailment, or somebody goes cold, and it becomes a little bit easier to make that call. Right now, I do think that you're in a little bit of that rotation where, all right, Chapman, and then Adames, then Devers, and then you know what? Heliot Ramos, because Schmidt can play the corner outfield, and I think that he actually played there in high school.
High school,
I'm being told, sure, according to sources.
Yeah, I love that response. Can you play left field? Well, yeah, I did in high school. High school?
Right.
Okay, all right. Fields are usually a little smaller in high school.
I know, but it's the outfield.
Sure.
Like, if there's one thing that you could probably assimilate to do, like, of all of the professional sports positions, like, wouldn't outfield be the most, like, you could do it spot?
Oh, I can tell you right now, I could probably think of 5 Giants in the last 20 years that they have stuck in the outfield at times where I am way more comfortable sticking Casey Schmidt out there, even though I've never seen him play out there because he never has. Like, this is an organization that put Darren Ruff in the outfield.
Oh, boy.
This is an organization that's put Michael Morse in the outfield. This is an organization that put Aubrey Huff in the outfield. This is an organization, like, I could think of more. You know what I mean? Like, you've stuck Pat Burrell, like, you've stuck
Peterson.
You have stuck some people out there. Thank you. Grandy's like, how about the people who are out there now? How about Encarnacion and Ramos? Like, yes, you've put some people out there who are not very good in the field. So can you put Casey Schmidt out there who does have a great glove?
Right.
Sure. Yeah, you can put him out there. He can catch a fly ball.
And I do think that becomes part of this rotation we talk about, whether it's, it's Chapman, it's Devers, it's Adames, it's Ramos, and, maybe it turns out to be Gilbert and you put Jung-Hoo in center. I don't know. Right now, Casey Schmidt absolutely has to play. He's your best player.
Of course he does.
Right. So he plays.
And
all the rest of you guys figure it out.
Yeah, but I think that there are, I'm not going to use the word political. There are just functional problems with each one. Every single one, including Eldridge. And I know he's not going to play every night, but I'm going to lightweight say the same thing tonight that I said last night. You can't call that guy up and then not play him. That's nuts. That's nuts. He's the number 1 prospect in the entire organization. He had 3 at-bats. You pinch hit for him late in the game as it stands. And so, might he sit tonight? Sure, he might sit tonight. But I wouldn't. That's too soon. That's too soon to sit Bryce Eldridge. By the way, if you sit Bryce Eldridge tonight, that's 3 out of 4 nights where he's not playing baseball.
Right.
Okay? Because that's 3 out of 4 nights where he's not playing baseball.
He sat in sack, and then they had the off day.
Right. He sat one in sack. There was an off day a couple days before that, and then he'd be sitting tonight. Like, I don't want to do that. I want these guys playing baseball, and so there's a couple of bad solutions that I thought of, but it kind of goes to make my point of, let's say, I know this is a wild thought, but let's say everything goes well. Let's say everybody actually starts hitting. Casey keeps hitting. Bryce starts hitting a few bombs here and there. Devers wakes up a little bit. Adames kind of does what he did last year, starts to get a little bit more consistent. Chappie is Chappie. Let's say all of these things happen. Okay, so how are you handling this? How are you handling this? Once everybody either deserves to be in the lineup or needs to be in the lineup. What do you do?
I mean, you have to juggle it. You got to juggle it, and you got to mix it up, and you got to mix and match. And I do look at tonight with Adames is 1 for 8 lifetime against Walker Buehler. So maybe this would be a time for him to get that little sit.
That's who I would pick, but that's what I said last night. So I'll probably just keep picking Adames until I'm right. But yeah, I'm with you. I have no idea exactly what they're going to do. So
me either.
Yeah,
but, I mean, Devers, not that he suddenly woke up, But he had an RBI ground ball. And he had a sac fly. He drove in 2 runs.
I got no problem with that.
That's not nothing?
No, I'm not at all. Not at all. It was a very good at-bat last night. So, okay, 888-957-9570. I have 2 ideas to fix this. You're not going to like either one.
Okay.
But they're on the table.
I already hate him. Because you told me to.
Yeah, but you don't worry, you will.
Okay.
So I'll give those to you next.